It's hard not to imagine our own world in this game, and it worries me if this well-written visual novel is any indication to where we are going. As soon you will notice keeping your humanity in a futuristic dystopia is more difficult than it sounds. Set in the near future, Neio Cab follows the story of Lina as she struggles to keep her job as a taxi driver. This is down to a faceless corporation known as Capra, who is slowly monopolising many business sectors, including the taxi business. Neio Cab reflects real-life struggles of our society today, as people trying to make a living despite the uprising of computers and robotic automation. Neio Cab isn't just a story of corporate oppression, but the people who blindly follow the brands over real people and ignoring their struggles to stay afloat. With taxis now being completely automated, it's hard for the last human taxi drivers to gain the confidence of those who blindly follow machines over humans. Our story takes Lina, one of the last remaining human taxi drivers, as she comes to the fictional city Los Ojos to see one of her closest friends. Early on in the game, something happens to Lina's friend and she must set out to find out what may have happened to them. Throughout the game, you'll pick up many different passengers, and as you progress, you will learn more and more about the city and the corporation who monopolises the world. You will also gather clues to the disappearance of your friend and the humanity that still lives inside all of us in a world where technology is affecting people for better and for worse. As you progress, you acquire the Feel Grid bracelet. As your mood changes, the colour will indicate which mood our main character is feeling. It serves as a way to help you steer conversation in the direction you want, but it also gives you the ability to select responses unique to your current mood. And without thinking about it, you as in the player will get a sense that despite how hard Lina may try, there is no hiding from Capra, as even jewellery is monitored by them. The star of the show, however, is not our main character or even the main story, but the world itself. If you ever played games like Papers, Please, you will feel right at home here. The characters you encounter are what made me want to keep playing. You are encouraged to pick up these characters multiple times to get their full story, and as you do, Linda's bond with them grows so you can help them through their life. You will meet people who worship an evil worm, a date that has gone wrong that you can help the rejected pick themselves up, and a bouncer whose life you unknowingly save. Your conversations will help them become better people, and you feel pride knowing you have done something a robotic car couldn't do. Feel sympathy. But what I loved most was the sense of progression with these characters, or what I personally interpreted as a lack thereof. Is what you are saying to your passengers really going to help them? The Feel Grid is only there to serve a specific purpose, to give you a false sense of progression. Most of the time the dialogue gives you a sense of fake smiles and over-the-top attitude. If I do answer in a happy manner, because my mood bracelet unlocks that option in the dialogue tree, would I make a difference to that person's life? When you get in a taxi, you can be literally anyone you want to be, and the driver would not know any difference. The choices I made in my dialogue options sometimes didn't matter, and made me question a person's life would be any different if I didn't intervene. There are definitely characters that are affected by your actions, but the brilliant writing gives you an unease to trust no one. The game also makes you balance out everyday life. You will need to decide how much are you willing to pay to recharge your car, which hotels you're going to sleep in at night, and how many passengers you will pick up in a single night. Passengers will always pay for their ride, but the raters, similar to Ubers, may put you out of a job. You will need to choose your rides carefully, as some rides use more battery and some may be picking up a difficult customer. As long as your star rating is above 4 out of 5 stars, you can keep your job, and as long as you have money, you can sleep in a hotel without the risk of the police getting on your case for sleeping out in your car. The gorgeous cyberpunk visuals really help the game stand out from the rest and makes the world feel alive. Each character you encounter is unique in terms of appearance and background and will all give a lasting impression. Neio Cab is a game that challenges your perception of corporate monopolies and make you look beyond a person's smile to listen to the humanity and pain inside of a person. Even though they may be lies, you will never stop wondering if everyone you encounter is doing okay after you drop them off.